Good afternoon, everybody. It's Cherry and Misty, and today we're going to talk about home buyer myths. And there are a lot of them out there, and we're here to bust those home buyer myths for you. So, Misty, I'm going to let you take it away. Here we go.
Okay. Well,
Whoopsie.
we wanted to help with buyers. And a lot of times with first-time home buyers, because it's a new process for them. So we came up with a list of some things that we hear quite often from our buyers that they've heard through the grapevine, and we thought we would bust them, as Sherry said. So from the top, the one thing that I kind of thought of first and foremost that we hear most buyers say is, I have to have 20% down of the purchase price to buy, and I don't have that kind of money in my savings account and all of that good stuff.
So or they believe whether it's 20%, whatever it is, it's just too much. And quite frankly, if you're a veteran, you can get in for as little as zero if you can get the seller to pay some of your closing costs, which a lot of times they will. And then if you're FHA, it's
if you're a first-time home buyer, it's 3.5% with an FHA loan.
And you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to use FHA. Did you know that?
Is that a recent thing? I did know that. And then they have all of those grant programs that are available too, and you don't have to be a first-time home buyer for some of those as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you can get as low as 3.5% down, and you know that sometimes that's that's less than $10,000 sometimes.
And a lot of times, and closing costs will run you about 5% generally, but. Sometimes you can get the seller to pay those for you, and finance them in. So you don't have to have a whole bunch of money. You can get in for as little as 0 or 8.5%, or if you want to put more down, you certainly can. But you don't have to have a big old lump sum of money to move in, right? To buy a house.
That's right. Another thing that we have heard quite a bit is that when we first start working with clients and they see properties maybe driving around or online, they think that they have to call the realtor on the sign. And when we work with buyers, we sit down and we talk and listen with you and figure out what your needs are and what's most important with you. And we scour the entire market. It doesn't matter whose listing it is. And sometimes we even look in HAR in the Houston MLS system to see if we can find good options.
Or maybe even a for sale by owner.
And for
someone trying to do that.
For sure.
So the point being made here is that the most important thing is to find one realtor that you're comfortable working with, and we certainly hope it's us. But if it's not, this is a huge purchase, and you want to have someone represent you and your interest, and that's what our buyer's agents do. And don't think that you have to call the name on the sign. You're not going to get a better deal if you do that, and you may end up talking to the agent and there being dual representation there. It's best to have your own agent to represent you, and so find that agent who's going to represent you through the entire process, and don't worry about that you have to call each agent on the sign. You're going to wear yourself out.
We do all that hard work for you.
Yes, we do.
Another one we hear is, I just can't afford to buy. It's cheaper for me to rent a lot of times. But really, realistically, if you are renting a home, you are probably paying more in rent than what you will pay in a mortgage.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
You come back to that money up front that you need, and we've talked about how easy it is to maybe get down payment assistance or interest assistance or seller assistance. So, the rent versus buying, it's your payments on your home loan not only might be less monthly, but then you have the benefits of tax credits at the end of the year too, which are great. Now you have to grow up and be an adult to buy a home. You got to have that responsibility of taking care of it. But
it's exciting. It's your home, so feels better to make those payments every month whenever it's your home, and you're gaining equity.
That's right. And just remember, the sooner you start, the earlier you buy your first home, that puts you that much closer to your dream home. It may not be what you thought your home would be, your first home, but if you get into one and you take care of it, and then you're ready for your second home, you're one step closer to your dream home.
That's right. Well, that is a good way to segue into number 5. So we hear buyers of all ages and stages in life feel as if they wait long enough and if they look long enough, they will find the one house that checks every box on their list.
Guess what? There isn't one home that checks every box on the list. Not even one. And I can attest to that. Even if you custom build your home, when you get in, you go, oh,
I know.
man, I wish I'd done something different.
Why didn't I think of that? Yes, so we will show you as many houses as we need to and want to, but just realistically, there's just no such thing as that perfect house that checks every box.
And while you're waiting for that perfect home, a home that might really have worked for you and been just right for your family may be gone, or the value's going up. So, look very diligently and feel like you've seen everything that's on the market, and then make a decision, because as Misty said, you're not going to find that perfect home. But you got to start somewhere, right?
And you can get pretty close to that perfect
That's
home.
right. And if it's not perfect, you can work towards making it your own. That's part of the fun of home ownership.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about making offers.
Oh, here we go. This is fun.
Sometimes people will like to, especially if a home needs a little bit of work or a little bit of TLC, they can come in and write very low offers, and it will all work out for the best in their favor. So in our market, Cherry, is it a neutral market? Is it a seller's market?
It's really kind of balanced out with the level amount of buyers and sellers. Our homes sell for 97 to 98% of list price traditionally. And another way to feel comfortable about what you make an offer on your home, that agent that's representing you will do a market analysis. They will do a search of what homes are selling for in that neighborhood for the last 6 months, so you'll be sure that you're right in the ballpark. Right. And sometimes their homes are overpriced. A lot of times when homes needs work, the realtor has priced it because they know that it needs work. So the only way you're going to know that is for your agent to do what we call a market analysis, which is a study of the neighborhood to show what homes are sold for in the last 6 months. So you don't have to be afraid you'll pay too much, because we're going to help you there. Not only that, but there's an appraisal done on every property. And if the property doesn't price, the contract is null and void. And it brought me to another subject of listening to so many people when you're getting ready to buy a home. Everybody wants to help, and everybody wants to interject on what it was like when they bought a home 20 years ago or 15 years ago. When we represent our buyers, we tell you what the market is today and guide you as best we can. And so you certainly want all the help you can get from friends and family, but bottom line, listen to or look at the information your realtor has for you, and that'll help you make a wise decision.
Sure. And our market is ever changing, so
it is.
And one of the other things that we hear a lot is that maybe it costs too much to have a real estate agent. Maybe they should buy on their own, look at for sale by owners only, do it themselves to save themselves money. But the fact is buyers don't pay real estate agent fees. It's wrapped up in the seller's price, and the seller pays our fees.
So when you're looking at a home that's for sale, the fees to pay the realtor that represents you is already in that sales price. And if it should be a for sale by owner, we negotiate to where it is included in the sales price for you. So don't believe that. You don't have to come out of pocket to pay us. As Misty said, our commission is wrapped up into the sales price of the home.
But that gives us the ability to work hard for you and work every step through the whole process with you. And it doesn't matter to us which home you choose, whichever home is best for you, because we're just here to help you and help you along the way.
And so there's no incentive for us to sell you a home that might pay us more or something like that. We really don't work like that. We want you to buy the home that's right for you. And there again, as Misty said, which is a very good point, you don't pay us directly, the seller does.
Yeah. So I think we got it. Any
Goodness.
others? I think we covered that.
Oh, I think we did too.
Yeah.
Well, I think this was really a neat subject, and you brought some good things to the table that, as you said, it's a scary thing, buying a home. And then you hear all of these things, and so you get scared and don't even want to try. So our advice to you is to call us and talk to us. Come by and visit with us. We offer a a home buyer session where we go through the entire process with you. It doesn't commit you to us.
We love those.
That's
we love
right.
those. We love to be able to sit down with you guys first and talk with you and get a feel for what you want, what you need, what your wishes are, your dreams, your hopes, everything.
And it doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge. We give you the ins and outs and the entire process. And maybe you're not ready now, but come talk to us and we can maybe help you get ready to buy your home.
Sure. Absolutely.
Well, y'all have a great day, and thank you, Misty.
Yes, ma'am.